Does WWE remember that it's 2 weeks away from SummerSlam? Matter of fact, it's 2 weeks away from the first night, the first SummerSlam, of having 2 nights. Yes, a 2-night spectacular. Matter of fact, the first time in such a long time that they're selling tickets at movie theaters, at Regal movie theaters, they just announced. Has WWE forgot that? Because I'm going to tell you, I sat here and watched all of Monday Night Raw tonight, all 2 hours and 40 something minutes. And the two things that kept me intrigued the most, that kept me watching the most, was the opening segment and the closing segment. Roman Reigns' involvement and the CM Punk Gunther match. That's it. It's nice to know that AJ Styles will be facing Dominic Mysterio. I will say that. It is nice to know that they have made that official, finally. There were so many, and I have nothing against women matches or women's segments to build to the women's Intercontinental title or things of that nature, that there was so many of those type segments that after a while I got bored, because some of those segments, or I should say a few of those matches, were not entertaining. They were not. The tag team match was not entertaining to me. It wasn't. Now, the Io Sky contest, which built up to the triple threat matchup that we're going to see at SummerSlam. Yes, that had some good build to it. It keeps on continuing on for SummerSlam. So I did enjoy that. But that tag team encounter, which we all knew what was going to happen, okay, because you're not going to have baby faces taking on a baby face Alexa Bliss and a baby face Charlotte, which we all know what's going to happen with that. Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are more than likely going to capture the tag team titles. And then Charlotte will eventually turn on Alexa Bliss when it comes to time for those two to drop those titles. That's what's probably going to end up happening. Okay. And by the way, if you enjoy any part of this Raw review, this quick Raw review, y'all know what to do. Become a subscriber today. Hit the subscribe button. It is appreciated. And make sure you give me a big thumbs up and a comment down below. Also, go back and check out anything you have missed on the channel. A lot of great Backyard Beatdown content from this past weekend. So go and check all of that out as well. But, guys, it looks like we're going to get another tag team matchup. And this was the best thing that they can do for Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, and Big Bronson Reed. Especially since Seth Rollins is injured. Okay, if that's a real injury, which it appears to be, okay, and if it's not, all right, I would love to see it cash in at SummerSlam and cost CM Punk from being the World Heavyweight Champion to continue on with Seth Rollins proclaiming that he is never going to allow CM Punk to become a world champion in WWE. I would love to see that. But y'all let me know what you're thinking about that in the comments below. But really, with him being injured, this tag team encounter that they have not announced yet, but clearly we are building towards with their segment tonight, and with how Roman came back last week, spearing everybody in half, saving Jey Uso, and then Jey Uso saving Roman Reigns tonight once they started the 2-on-1 assault on Roman Reigns. One thing that I don't know if you all noticed, though, once Roman Reigns started talking about his bloodline and everything and his family, it got Paul Heyman crying, and it looked like that was real tears. It did not look fake. I mean, he was even grabbing his arm and touching it like that. I don't know if y'all were really paying attention to Paul Heyman doing that, but yeah, I noticed that in the closing segment on Raw. But that does it promises to be a great tag match at SummerSlam. I know that's one of the matches I'm looking forward to. I hope on the Go Home show of SummerSlam on Raw, they have a much better show overall collectively than they did tonight, because tonight was not the best in the world. Okay, to coin the phrase of CM Punk, it wasn't. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Do everything that I mentioned at the beginning of this review. And until I see you again, this is Webby. I'll catch you all on the other side. Talk to you later.